War is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate.
But as long as you're in a house divided like the United States is, and you have racism left over from a slavery where racism ruled its application, you have that left over and it's still firming in the hearts and souls of the people in this country, you're going to have a problem. You cannot fight a war when you have us going into battle, going into combat, and having to worry about the Klan, the American Nazi Party, and the Aryan Brotherhood. We worry more about them than we do the Vietnamese or the Viet Cong. That's what happened. But that's the part that nobody wants to discuss. Don't nobody want to talk about it. They try to act like it didn't happen. When I was in there, I don't know if it's the same now. Any base you go to in Okinawa, the brothers can't go anywhere in Okinawa they want. They got to go to the jump. They got to go to Four Corners. They got to go to Four Corners. If you go to the Philippines, you can't just go all over the Philippines. All the blacks got to go to the jungle. That's the way it was. I don't know if it's still like that now, but this military machine that America has, it perpetrates racism everywhere it goes. And one of the things that we African-American Marines understood is that when we went on a patrol, if we got in a firefight, we had to make sure we killed them before they killed us. We had to watch out for them more than we had to watch out from the Viet Cong. And this is something nobody says. There was so much racial turmoil and strife in Vietnam between African Americans, the Klan, the American Nazi Party, and the Aryan Brotherhood. And most of the people who got arrested and sent to prison were the African Americans. And there's a jail in Long Binh called Long Binh Jail. I didn't make mention of this prior to this, and I wish I had. Because number one, you had a prison that was built for African American veterans in Vietnam, in Long Binh, built to hold 400 inmates. They had over 900 African Americans in that prison. And those brothers were in there for stuff that they did where nobody had any proof, but they got arrested because whenever something happened, they knew something happened. They didn't know who did it, but they arrested most of the militant African Americans. And those were some of the people that we were with. And this was going on all over Vietnam. And we understood the racism. We understood what was happening back in the States with the rebellion in Detroit, the rebellion in Newark, New Jersey. And we knew that a lot of us was going to get arrested. Not me, because I was ignorant. I was unconscious. I wasn't as militant. I was just learning back then. But a lot of the brothers who were the most militant ones were some of the most courageous, meritorious in battle against the Vietnamese. They were the ones who went to Long Binh Jail. And I have a real problem that this is something that's never talked about anywhere. I don't see it. After Dr. King was killed in 1968, those brothers in Long Binh rebelled a month after King was killed, and they burned that whole prison down. Nobody wants to talk about that. They had these cats in there, and the bad part about it is these brothers, these Marines, the ones that I knew, got bad conduct and dishonorable discharges. Now they're around my age, which is almost 70, and they don't have any kind of medical benefits from the government. And I think it's a shame, and I think that something needs to be done about it. My heart bleeds for all you brothers who never got any recognition and who are suffering at the age I'm at now, as hard as you fought for this country in Vietnam. While this government used weapons we couldn't even use against our worst enemy on our brothers and sisters in Detroit, in Newark, in any of the countries where they were rebellious.
To bring some love and